Hi, this is Steve. Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review. And in this video, I'll be featuring Eaglemoss's Nissan GTR R35. This is issue number 5, stage 16. Now, before we get on with that, I want to revisit stage 15, where a viewer made a comment about an error I made on the build. So we'll look at that first, and then we'll get right into stage 16. So with that, let's get started. I need to make a correction to stage 15 on these exhaust tips. Stuart Edwards made a comment and said I put the outside tips on wrong, and he's exactly right. So I'm going to install them the correct way. Now luckily when I installed them I used super glue, and with super glue you can easily just break it loose and you're not going to do any damage to the model in this case. These parts for the most part are made of ABS plastic, not polystyrene. Polystyrene is a whole different animal. You probably could break the polystyrene, but with ABS it's a little easier. If you're having a problem breaking a part free that's been glued together with super glue, simply put it inside the freezer for a few hours and that will help you crack it. And that's all I do. All you have to do is make a little crack sound and it comes free, and that's what happened in this case. If I wanted to make these a little more permanent, this is the glue you want to use, ABS glue. Since this is an ABS type plastic that's used on these kits, then that's what you want to use. Alright, we'll go ahead and glue these on. Get a tray here, put some super glue on it. And get my glue looper. We'll apply the super glue. And get this glued on there correctly. Just like that. And you can see it's keyed when it goes on one way. I just had them on the wrong side, that's all. And there we go. If you like the glue loopers that I used for this build and any of the other supplies, you can head over to my Amazon store, and I have a link below in the description. Head over there, you can purchase them yourselves right there from my store. So there it is, it's all correct now. Exhaust pipes are installed correctly now, as they should be. Thanks to Stuart Edwards for telling me what I did wrong, so I'll make the mistakes so you won't have to. Now let's get on with the regular build. Welcome back. Here's the instructions for stage 16. And these are all the parts that come with that stage. And with stage 16, looks like we have 6 steps at the very beginning. So we got to install a lot of intake pipes, some covers, some air conditioning rail, And we go all the way up to step 8. We add the air conditioning rail again, engine oil ruler. So with that, let me get the parts out, we'll get a closer look, and we'll assemble this issue. Be right back. Here are the parts for stage 16. I'll go ahead and pull these out. We got a lot of small parts in here to look at, so we'll get a closer look and we'll talk about all these parts and then we'll assemble this issue. So I will be right back. Here's a close-up of the stage 16 parts. We receive the air conditioning rail, the long air conditioning rail, the L-shaped air conditioning rail, the left engine soft pipe, the right engine soft pipe, the power steering cover, power steering pump, left intake pipe, right intake pipe, the engine oil ruler, or we call the engine oil dipstick, and some BP screws and some more GP screws. I'll be right back. We'll get this assembled. First thing we do is we attach these intake pipes, and we use the GP screws for that. Simply, they go in there into the holes, turn it over, and we secure it down with the GP screw. I'll do the other side and I'll be right back. And there they are installed. Flip it over and we put our screw in right there. And we put our cap on, and they want us to put the cap on, so I'm going to super glue it. I put some super glue down on there. And there we go. Next they want us to install the soft hose on the right hand side of the engine bay, so we'll do that. Slots in there like that. Turn it over and we will put a GP screw in to hold that in. Also take note, before you screw it down tight, you want to make sure your little line right there is being clamped down with it. And we'll do the same on the other side. Turn that over and we'll put our GP screw in over there. And there you have it. Both of those are clamped down and secure. Be right back. Next we install this long air conditioning rail, and this end simply goes in over there, and this goes down inside the engine bay. There's two locations in there. Goes on the inner side one, just like that, and we install BP screws to hold it in place. So you can see there's the two locations. We go on the inner side one with this, put the smaller BP screw into it. That tightens it. That's tight there. We get the other one. Be very careful with these, you don't over tighten them. Get some resistance, you stop. Perfect. And there's our long air conditioning hose. Next we attach the L-shaped air conditioning hose, and that goes just to the back of the engine. There's a mounting hole there, and it goes in the third hole here on by the shock mount. There you go. I'll just hold it in place, and we put BP screw in on the back side. Little resistance, that's good. And then do the front. We do the third one here in the middle. And there you go. That's all installed there. Next we install this air conditioning rail on the back side of the engine, and it simply goes into that slot like a puzzle, and goes in right there and right there. So we're going to put 3 BP screws in for that. And I will do the middle one first. And the next one is this one right here. And the last one right here. And they look great. Wow. Talk about detail in that engine compartment. And lastly, for this stage we install the engine oil ruler or dipstick. Now this has a detent on it. You can see that, so that faces forward. Okay, the very front of the engine. So we find where this goes down into. There we go, it fell in place. I'm going to hold it in place as best as I can, and we put a BP screw into it right here. The detent kind of holds it in place. Carefully put the screw in, got some resistance, and that is good. And there's your engine ruler or dipstick installed. And that is all we do with stage 16. That was fun, installing all these little parts. Just a lot of screws. It was hard to film to show you everything, but I hope you got the best view that you could. I try to give you close-ups as much as possible. So with that, if you haven't subscribed to the Eaglemoss Nissan R35, head on over there. I put a link in the description below, and that'll take you over there very quickly. Subscribe to this very fast here for US subscribers. Who knows how long this will be available to us here in the US. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the like, hit the bell for all updates, and especially hit those likes. The more likes will get my channel noticed out there. That's what YouTube likes. So with that, happy modeling everybody. Take care.